Ephesians chapter 6 verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai, 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 Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, Barakathum, to all the Akim out there that's preaching this word in sincerity and the truth, and to all the believers out there that believe on this word in sincerity and the truth, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. And in today's lesson, I'm going to get into the spiritual fight that we're in this truth. It's not a physical fight, it's a spiritual fight. And if you want to get technical, we've been in this fight since we've been born on the earth. We're at war. Not a physical war with weapons, armory, a spiritual war. A war for your mind. A war to bring you over to wickedness. But being called in this truth, we're being brought back to what? Righteousness. Because everything in this world is geared to bring you to the left-hand side. Whether it be your music, whether it be your food, whether it be your entertainment, everything in this world is geared to bring you to the left-hand side, which is wickedness. Now, how do we know that? This is the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So the wicked is Esau, the so-called white man, and the Heavenly Father gave him rulership of the earth. And under his rulership, wickedness is being spread throughout the globe. Who is the spiritual counterpart to Esau, the so-called white man? It's the spiritual demon Satan, Shaitan, in the Hebrew. He controls the minds of the Edomites, starting with their top elites. And their top elites are working heavily on the left-hand side through Satan, pushing wickedness throughout the earth, which is what? Demons are being spread throughout the earth and hopping on the minds of these people, drawing them into wickedness. But being in the flesh and being born on the earth, you're not aware of this fight. There's an actual war for your mind. But being brought in this truth, we become aware of the fight that we're in. It's a spiritual fight. And we have tools to fight the spiritual fight, which is what? The word, the armor, the sword, the word of the Most High. Ephesians 6 and 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. So be strong in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil, the trickery of the devil. You have to have what? The armor of the Heavenly Father on you, which is his word, which everything you need to guide you through this fight is in the book. How to live your life, how to govern yourself, laws on what to eat and what not to eat. The whole fight is for you to break the laws of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai so you can be judged and ultimately destroyed. Esau, the so-called white man, is the opposite of righteousness. He represents wickedness, and the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, set him up to do so. This is all falling into the plans of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. It's just that he gave us the tools on how to overcome this fight. Ephesians 6 and 11, put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers. So we're not fighting flesh and blood. Principalities and powers, demons, spirits, evil entities that hop into your mind and influence you to do wickedness. Let's give some examples. You got people whether it be male or female, attracted to the same sex. They get a thought in their mind that tells them that they like the same sex, and what do? They give in to that thought, which is what? Causing them to go off, commit iniquity, which is going to lead to their destruction. Let's get some other examples. You hear a song on the radio about sleeping with another man's wife. Now that thought is in your mind to go sleep with another man's wife, and you eventually do it. You've just committed iniquity, which will eventually lead to your death. I'm just giving examples that everything that the so-called white man pushes on the earth is geared to you going off. He pushes his demons throughout the earth, which is ran by the spiritual demon Satan. He is the physical counterpart to the spiritual demon Satan on the earth. But being called in this truth, we are in a fight. So when these thoughts come to us, we rebuke these thoughts through the scriptures. That's our guideline, which is the word, which is the armor. That's how we get through the wiles and the trickery of the devil. Which your top elites, the international banking families, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, they set this whole society up geared to make Israel go off. Because as long as we're not right with our power, they can rule over us. But when we come back to serving Yahweh Shema Shai, he elevates us and we have the rule over them. So Esau strategically set the society up for Jake to go off, for Israel to not keep the Heavenly Father's laws, statutes, and commandments, which will eventually lead to our destruction. But the Heavenly Father has a remnant that's coming back, the elect. Isaiah chapter 1 verse 9. Except the Lord of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant, we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah. Ultimately, we should have been all destroyed, but the Heavenly Father left a small remnant, which is the elect. The 144,000 and the 1/3 that are coming back to keeping his laws, his statutes, and his commandments, which we're doing it through faith because we can't keep it 100%. But like the scriptures say, we shall rehearse the righteous acts. So we're doing our best that we can in this flesh to ultimately, Lord's will, receive salvation by his son Yahweh Shai and be brought back to that perfect body, which is receiving a heart of flesh, where we can keep his laws, his statutes, and his commandments perfectly. But for now, we have been brought back to Yahweh Shema Shai, and we have been awakened that we're in a fight, a spiritual fight, a war over your mind. Where is your mind at? Is it geared towards righteousness, or is it geared towards wickedness? Your thought process, the way you walk, the way you carry yourself, has to be geared towards righteousness as an Israelite. Ephesians 6:12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world. Who are the rulers of the darkness of this world? The elites. We just read Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? The so-called white man, starting with your elites, have been given rulership of the earth. And they're spreading lies, wickedness, deceit, fraud, murder, thievery. All manners of evil is being pushed on the earth by the so-called white man through the spiritual demon Satan. So we have a tool to fight these wiles, which is what? The word. Ephesians 6:12. Against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day. The evil day is ultimately talking about the day of the Lord, when the Heavenly Father gives the power on the left-hand side to Esau to bring all holy hell on the earth. Revelations 12:12, the devil has come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth he had but a short time. Jeremiah 30:7, the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. The angels are going to be walking with us, protecting us, guiding us. But we have to have this word upon us as what? The armor. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. So this armor that we're taking on is our spiritual armor to fight the spiritual demon Satan. It's a weapon for the mind. Ephesians 6:14. Stand therefore having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith. Above all armor is your shield. Your shield is what protects you from getting hit. It's your protection, your guard, your defense. It says above all the armor, you got to take the shield, which is what? The faith. Now we know, according to the book of Ephesians, that faith is a gift from the Most High. So what you pray to Yahweh Shema Shai to increase you in your faith, increase your wisdom, increase your knowledge, and increase your understanding, and increase your faith. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, all the trickery, all the evil thoughts, the evil imaginations, all the wiles of the devil that he's pushing out to our people. We able to combat that with what? The shield of faith. Block them shots coming at you. Ephesians 6:17, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High. The helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit. What is your sword? That's your weapon to attack, the offense. Your shield is a defense to defend you against attacks. But the Heavenly Father didn't leave us without a weapon to fight the spiritual demon Satan, the spirits. He gave us what? And the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High. This is Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12. For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and the intents of the heart. So this is your weapon. It said this weapon is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword. This word pierces your spirit. It's a weapon for the mind, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit. You get cut up if you're wicked. This word is a weapon against wickedness, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and the intents of the heart. So this is our weapon, and we've been given wisdom, the knowledge, and the understanding of this weapon. How to use this weapon, how to walk with this weapon. Don't take this weapon lightly. This is a very powerful weapon that we've been given, and it's going to lead us to our salvation if you use it right. Ephesians 6:17, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit. And that's very important. We are always to pray. Pray to Yahweh Shema Shai to increase us in whatever we're lacking in His faith. Whatever you feel you're going through, if you feel like the fight is getting too difficult, pray. Pray to Yahweh Shema Shai to increase your strength. Praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. So pray, because we are been placed in a fight, and we've been placed in this fight ultimately to overcome in this fight, not to lose, not to be killed in the battle, but to overcome and win. Lord's will to receive salvation, even if it means unto death. The scriptures say the dead in Yahweh Shai shall rise first. So either or, we're here to finish our course. Deuteronomy 30:15. See, I have set before thee this day life and good, and death and evil. So Yahweh Shema Shai placed us in this fight. He set up the standard of what's right and what's wrong. Remember, before anything was created, He always existed, and He set this up according to His will. So He is the one that put us in this fight. He created the fight. So He's going to give us the tools to overcome the fight that He created. As it is written, Exodus 15:3, the Lord is a man of war, the Lord is His name. So the Heavenly Father is a man of war, a warrior. He wants to see His warriors overcome in this faith. Deuteronomy 30:15, see, I have set before thee this day life and good, and death and evil. What's life and good? These scriptures, this truth. The ways of righteousness, the scriptures. And death and evil. What's the ways of death and evil? The ways of the so-called white man. Wickedness. It's going to lead you to death. Deuteronomy 30:16. In that I command thee this day to love the Lord thy power and walk in his ways and keep his commandments and his statutes and his judgments, that thou mayest live. So that's how we live, by doing the Heavenly Father's will on the earth, keeping his laws, his statutes, his commandments, his judgments, which being in his flesh, we know we can't do it 100%. And that's what prayer is for, to call on Yahweh Shema Shai. It says that thou mayest live and multiply, and the Lord thy power shall bless thee in the land whither thou goest to possess it. But if thy heart will turn away, so that thou wilt not hear, but shall be drawn away and worship other gods and serve them, I denounce unto thee this day that ye shall perish. That's another thing Esau pushes: false gods, false religions, leaving your power. See, we as Israelites have a power to serve Yahweh Bashim Shai. And Esau, the top elites, know this. So their whole goal is to draw you away from that. What are they put in this world? The demon of Islam, the demon of Christianity. There's all types of false religions out here, which there's a spirit behind it. There's an energy behind that. It's not physical. It's a spiritual force behind these religions on the earth to draw you away from Yahweh Shema Shai, which is going to lead you to your death. And the top elites know this. So being brought back in this truth, we have overcome all them demons. We once were in the world. Some brothers in the Roman Catholic Church, some brothers in the Christianity, some brothers in the Islam. Being brought back in this truth, we cast off the darkness, the ways of the world, the filthiness, and came back to the light. And that's why it said, Deuteronomy 30:15, I have set before thee life and good and death and evil. So being brought in the faith, we've been brought back to life and good. Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 26. Behold, I set before you this day a blessing and a curse. A blessing if you obey the commandments of the Lord, your power, which I command you this day, and a curse if you will not obey the commandments of the Lord your power, but turn aside out of the way which I command you this day, to go after other gods which ye have not known. So we've been set in a fight. It says, Deuteronomy 11:26, behold, I set before you this day a blessing and a curse. So Yahweh Shema Shai put us in a fight. He gave us two choices. Okay, you can choose to do the right thing, or you can choose to do the wrong thing. But each choice has a consequence to it. And he gives you the answer. Deuteronomy 11:27. A blessing if you obey the commandments of the Lord. So if we obey the commandments of the Lord, it brings to us what? Blessings. Going back to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, the first verse on down to the 14th verse gets into all the blessings that he was going to bless us with. And it says, which I command you this day, and a curse if you will not obey the commandments of the Lord your power, and to turn aside out of the way which I command you this day. The curse is going back to Deuteronomy, the 15th verse on down to the 68th verse, are all the curses that fell upon us as a nation, because we didn't follow the ways of Yahweh Shema Shai. We gave over to the flesh, gave over to wickedness, which it was set up in the spirit for us to do so. We had to fall as a nation in order for the Heavenly Father to judge us and ultimately to bring us back to righteousness through his son Yahweh Shai. But we had to go through this fight. So he says, Deuteronomy 11:26, behold, I set before you this day a blessing and a curse. So we are to choose the blessing by following the ways of Yahweh Shema Shai. Isaiah 42:6, I, the Lord, have called thee in righteousness, and will hold thy hand, and will keep thee, and give thee for a covenant of the people, for a light of the Gentiles, to open the blind eyes, to bring out the prisoners from the prison, and them that sit in darkness out of the prison house. So we've been called into the righteousness, into the light. We were once blind, we were once in the prison, meaning our minds were following the ways of this world, but the Heavenly Father has called us to this light. Isaiah 42:8, I am the Lord, that is my name, and my glory will I not give to another, neither my praise to graven images. And that's what the Heavenly Father hates. For you to go after other gods, graven images, and serve them and give them the praise. He gets all the praise. He gets all the glory because he is the only true power to exist. Yahweh. Isaiah 60:1. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. So we have been given the light of this truth, which is this word, this truth. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. So we got the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shema Shai. We know who we are as a people. We are the Israelites, coming from the Hebrew word Yasher Allah, meaning prince of the power. You so-called blacks, you Latinos, and you Native Americans are the true Israelites of the Holy Bible, and you are the Heavenly Father's chosen people, and only you. And he loves you and you only. And we have been given a way how to walk and live our lives on the earth, which is the ways of righteousness. It says, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. Like we read Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Darkness is covering the earth, Esau, the so-called white man, which the spiritual demon Satan, Shaitan, works through. It says, but the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. So Yahweh Shema Shai, glory is upon us, which is what? Walking in this truth, this faith. So this is our tool to get through this darkness. This is Psalms chapter 23, verse 1. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. The valley of the shadow of death is talking about what? Here in America. Darkness covering the earth, and gross darkness the people. The valley, a very low land. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Wickedness is everywhere here in America. Everywhere you turn, everywhere you look, everywhere you go, nothing but wickedness is being pushed on the earth to the people. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Yahweh Shema Shai is with us. We have this word, we have this knowledge, we have this understanding, we have this truth, and above all that, we have the faith, which is what? Your shield. And we have a weapon, which is what? The sword, the knowledge. Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and the strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. So this is going to be our knowledge and our understanding and our wisdom that's going to keep us stable in the times of evil. This wisdom, this knowledge and understanding. And it says the fear of the Lord is his treasure. Like the scriptures say, lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Now we know the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So Yahweh Shema Shai has given us the fear him. And by us fearing him, we what? We receive wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which is the faith. And by us receiving that, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. So we're storing up for ourselves the treasures in the heavens, ultimately to what? Receive that great salvation by his son, Yahweh Shai. So this is our tool to get through the evil days that are approaching, that are coming, that are here. You know? Things are not going to lighten up. Things are only going to get worse. We need protection, which is what? Yahweh Shema Shai guiding us through this. Ephesians 6:11, put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. So we've been put in a fight, but the Heavenly Father gave us the tools to get through this fight. So you have to take these tools and apply these tools and use these tools. in your everyday walk in this life. Because the spiritual demon Satan doesn't take any breaks. He's always active. So we being in this truth and being called in this truth, we have to always be active in the spirit. So with that, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakal Kadash, Shalom.